Hi, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we are talking about my top picks for the Chantecaille Sylvie sale. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. First of all, happy birthday to Sylvie, who is the founder of Chantecaille. Every year they celebrate her birthday with a sale, and they are extending to you a 30% off early access discount code with Grace30, and that covers everything on their site except for Philanthropy Items. So again, Grace30, you get early access starting today, which is July 24th, and that goes through July 31st. Now, Chantecaille is one of my very favorite brands, so getting this down to a curated list was difficult, but I chose 5 recommendations and 5 wish list items. So that's kind of how I came up with my top 10. And Chantecaille was kind enough to send over so many of these lovely items, including a few of my wish list items. So we're gonna start with recommendations. My first tip to you is to look at the sets or the bundles, because when they're bundled together, they're already at a discount. And I did confirm that unless there is a philanthropy item in the set, this discount also applies to sets. There is a set called the Bright Eyes Duo, which includes 2 of my all-time favorite items by Chantecaille. The first is the Faux Seal Longest Lash Mascara. I use this in almost every video, and this is the thing that transforms every single eye look. So I'll usually say I'll be back after I add mascara, and then when I come back, the eye look is totally transformed, and it is all because of this mascara. It is so beautiful. It doesn't compete with any other mascaras I've tried. It never clumps, never flakes on me. It just is so beautiful. So if you are looking for that holy grail mascara and you have not tried this yet, now's a good time to pick this up. Now this is included in the set as well, and I believe the set's around $210. And this, let me just check, and this on its own is $199. So if you combine this, and this is a little bit over 70, I believe, so 199 plus a little over 70, brings you well over $210, and then you get the 30% discount. So make sure to take advantage of those. I will list some of my favorite sets below if you'd like to take a look, but that would be my first pick. The Stress Repair Concentrate is a highly innovative cream infused with anti-aging botanicals. Wild Indigo is a stress-relieving extract which enhances luminosity with hawthorn and Arabian jasmine extracts that work to improve the appearance of dark circles. The newest refining lipopeptide and hexapeptide that smooths the look of wrinkles combined with caffeine leave the eye area looking visibly less lined, lifted, and depuffed. And it also says you can smooth over eye and lip contour morning and night. So I do use this morning and night. Now I do use the Stress Repair Concentrate with this. This is the, let me read this correctly, Nano Gold Energizing Eye Serum, and this lasts such a long time. I think I purchased mine last year around this time. It may have been during the sale. I believe this is a 12-month shelf life as well, so it has lasted that long. So a little goes a long way. Just make sure it doesn't roll off your countertop because it is glass and it will break. So just be very careful with this one. I'm very careful with mine. This is an innovative eye serum enhanced with age-defying plant stem cell extracts that help moisturize, soothe, erase the appearance of lines, and prevent visible signs of fatigue. It always just feels so nice when you roll that on because it's nice and cooling. Usually if I eat salt in the evening, I'll see it the morning after, I'll have a little bit more puffiness, so I'll go with a few more passes of this under my eye area. I believe this is available as a set as well, so I will leave that below if it is. Those are my first 2, and then we have the Purifying and Exfoliating Phytoactive Solution. This is one I purchased myself because I needed a backup, but I may buy another one during the sale. So this does really gently exfoliate, and you could see the difference. I don't know if you saw the video where I posted it, you could see the difference over 21 days. My skin looked more even toned, which is one of my main concerns. It's also been explained to me that this is a bit of an expressway for all those other brightening products that I use. So I have seen a lot of improvement in my skin lately, and I credit this along with all of the other things that I'm using to that progress. I don't get any treatments in clinic or anything like that for my skin. In fact, I can't even remember the last time. I think microdermabrasion, but that was like 7 years ago. That's the last time I had anything done. So I consider this as a treatment at home. So it is the Gold Recovery Intense Concentrate PM. This is a lovely, gentle 28-day treatment. an unprecedented concentration of botanicals in a remarkable nighttime booster serum. Uniquely concentrated for visible impact, the powerful ingredients work overnight to visibly brighten, smooth fine lines and wrinkles, and replenish and renew the look of skin in just a few short weeks. The addition of gold hepapeptide offers a visible smoothing power, and a unique algae extract resets skin overnight. And it says to use every 3 months, and it's a 28-day treatment. It changes up the skincare routine a little bit as well, and I love the results. More clear, more smooth skin. So this is my form of any kind of treatment that I do on my skin. And then for my last recommendation, it's going to be a base product. So it really just is down to your preference. So it's either going to be the Future Skin Foundation, or it's going to be the Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer. And I actually filmed this Get Ready With Me, and I tried these on side by side. In fact, I tried on 2 of the Future Skin, one in cream in the center and then shea on the outside. And then here I had on glow, and then on the outside tan. So you'll get to see what those look like in the Get Ready With Me. But the main differences are that this is HD ready. So if you like that no makeup look, this is really beautiful. It doesn't build. It builds slowly, but it's never visible on the skin. It is so undetectable. And then this one has SPF 15. It has a little bit more coverage. Now the tones are different though. I'm actually going to show you all the swatches of the Future Skin. I have, again, 3 shades there, so you can see the difference, and I prefer cream, and you'll see that peachy tone there, and that's really why I love it, even though it looks a little bit light for me, and it works really well for my skin tone. And then you have the Just Skin in glow and tan. And you can see that even though glow has a warmth to it, it is not as peachy as something like cream. So I take a look at those for comparison in case you were wondering, but like I said, you know my preference is cream, just the color itself is so gorgeous. You can't lose with either one of those. It again is a preference in the level of coverage as well as the tone that you want to go with. But both of them just do an excellent job of making the skin look even more beautiful, and that's what I love about them. So on to my wish list, and like I said, Chantecaille was kind enough to send some items to me, including some of my wish list items. They're so diligent when it comes to researching for their skincare, so that's why I would look at these skincare items during the early access 30% off sale, because the price point on those is also higher, but it is because of all of the work that goes into them. So my wish list includes a lot of skincare, but there are a couple things that aren't skincare as well. Now this first item is something I've looked at. I don't know that much about it because I haven't tried it, but I love its claims. So it is the Nano Gold Energizing Face Cream. It is so beautiful. Even the presentation here, look how gorgeous that is. And it has this, which I believe is an applicator. We will find out together. And here is the jar. It says here, rich in anti-aging peptides and powerful antioxidants to help promote skin renewal, stimulate collagen production, and reverse sun damage. So that's what I really get excited about for face and neck. And if you look at this, just peel this back a little bit, you can see the texture on this is really quite substantial. So it's not runny at all in any sense. So it reminds me, what does this remind me of? Almost like not frosting. It's smoother than frosting, but it has that thickness to it. So I'm really looking forward to using this. So thank you so much, Chantecaille, for sending that over. It's just so luxurious. Everything about this, the packaging, the way it feels. Again, love the claims about that sun damage part, so I will keep you posted on that. That is one of the main reasons I wanted to try this one. The second thing on my wish list is something I've always looked at, always heard so many great things about. It's the Bio Lifting Cream, which is a little bit different in texture. It has more movement to it. It's more like a pudding, I'm gonna say, than an icing. Still beautiful and luxurious though. It's not thin, but it does have more movement than the gold one. The velvety smooth creme riche moisturizer is infused with 5 extraordinary plant stem cells that reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and visibly lift and plump, helping reveal a perfect 3D recontoured look of the face. Now, I haven't had anything done to my face. It's just skincare that I do to my face. So I am looking forward to that, to see about that lifting, because I will be 50 in the next year. I feel like now's a good time to try and see what else is topical that I can do to just keep a more youthful look. I've tried the BioLifting Oil-Free Fluid, which they've so kindly sent over, and this is great for more humid climates or if you're more oily. This one also lifts, reshapes, and plumps the skin's appearance. Designed for skin with oily tendencies, which is more mine, so in the center. And I actually prepped my skin with that today, so it is really lovely for the hotter months. And then they also kindly sent over the BioLifting mask, which I've also tried before, so I love this whole BioLifting line. And now that I've tried a couple of items from the BioLifting line, I am really looking forward to trying the BioLifting cream. Those are my 2 wish list items so far. The third one is a mask. I do find that the masks for the eye area are the ones that I see the biggest results from so quickly. So the gold energizing eye recovery masks are something I've been wanting to try. In fact, I think I got one at one time, but I would like to buy the set. I think there are, let me see, 2, 4, 6, there are 8 masks in here. Sylvie Chantecaille says, in 20 minutes, you look younger, radiant, and rested. I'm always throwing them in my purse as I run out the door or reaching for them on my nightstand when I wake up. And then I would love to pick up a fragrance. I have the Vetiver Cedra, which I love, but I think this is actually marketed towards men, but women can still wear this. It's lovely, but there is a Vetiver fragrance that is marketed more towards women. And I love the sound of the notes. It sounds like it's actually like this one, but a little bit softer. The top notes are citron, nutmeg, juniper, and cypress. The mid notes include iris, which is that beautiful green scent that I love. And then the dry down has vetiver, vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. So that is on my wish list as well. I love their fragrances. I just haven't had the opportunity to pick up as many. My husband loves Oud Fumé. He wears that every day. It's a very robust kind of fragrance with that smokiness to it. It's really, really nice. And I love wearing that every once in a while as well, but he does wear that one every day. And then there's single eyeshadows. For some reason, I don't hear about them as much, but I was lucky enough to receive some from them. I have 8 lovely shades, but I will also be looking at additional shades during the sale. And if you're new to Chantecaille and you just want to try something out, I think their eyeshadows are great to start with. So just take a look and see which ones you love. I love Java and Lapis. Those are my 2 favorite ones. But all of the eyeshadows I've tried are beautiful. So those are definitely on my wish list as well. And you can buy them one at a time, which I think is great. And then the palette is a separate item, so you can collect them along the way if you like. Again, if you just want to give them a try. And that is it for my 5 recommendations and my 5 wish list items for the Chantecaille Sylvie sale. Again, starting today, July 24th, with the code GRACE30, you'll receive 30% off your entire purchase. That is including everything except for Philanthropy Items. So GRACE30, 30% off everything except for Philanthropy Items. And if you're interested in this look, I will be posting that soon, so be on the lookout. But again, happy birthday, Sylvie. That is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.